Here's something really funny. So this is a dummy switch. It does nothing on the Miata. It's plugged in. That right there. It's plugged in. There's wires coming from it. It goes into the wiring loom. The wiring loom contributes to the fat bunch of wires over there. But it's doing nothing. Man, oh man, am I glad I pulled these things, because, well, that is the buzzer, which I don't need, and that is for the horn, which I don't need, and that's for the turn signals, which I don't need. That is for the fuel pump, which I do need. So, yes, I'm glad I am pulling all the things like a dick, but, you know, Lviv. God, look at... I'm the nicest guy. Look at me, just leaving that wiring harness for the next owner. God, it just... what a dude. These headlights are really handy as, you know, tool holders. Although if you want to deploy them without electricity, you can. However, it does take a bit. Just a note for myself, this here is connected to the brake reservoir, and I'm not sure if that's just the brake light or what have you, or if I even need it. We'll find out. I didn't think I'd need to butcher this thing's eyes, but, you know, here I am. Don't worry, I'll put them back. As it turns out, this is an airbag sensor. That is, if the front of the car smash, then, you know, this, the destruction of this tells the airbag, I better deploy. And that's what these plugs, the series of plugs are for. Series of plugs that did this to me. This unholy, ungodly mess is only half of the wires I have to yank out of here. But look at how tidy that is. God help and have mercy on whoever ends up with this Miata's husk. I am only halfway done, but it is time for a dinner break, so... Alright. It is after midnight. You can tell. You can really tell. Yes, it's after midnight. I just wanted to jot this down before I forget and completely lose my mind. I think how the power system works is this being the fuse box, goes straight to the battery under the car. I need to get under the car myself to see where this goes. Everything else, near as I can tell, just kind of hooks up to this. Because then you have a wiring loom that goes there, and then it goes all the way over there with all the accessories and all the, you know, spaghetti. Almost tripped over myself. That's how tired I am. And such. And so, in rebuilding all this, of sorts, battery would be over there on the other car. I need to come up with an alternate solution to how this thing will work. But, at the moment, nevertheless, everything going through there is clear, so I can just yank this all out and then have me a spaghetti wiring harness, put the dash back on, and then I can steer the car. Once we yank everything out. Yes. I'm almost done. Holy shit. This is a momentous ceremony. The last little bit of all that wiring going through the firewall into the cockpit. That's very special. That's very, very... I'm very delirious. Delirious, happy trees. Happy spaghetti. Happy wiring. Okay, we're finally ready to pull this out, or prepping to pull it out.
Almost.
I need to figure out what that, not that. That's like an oil filter. What it's seeing there, but oh, there's a thing. Yeah.
This little yellow guy.
Yeah, that. I need to figure out what that is. It's next to the oil filter, which looks archaic, but you know, whatever. Oh, you got it out. Smashing.
I'll go fast.
Yes. Dare I ask how the devil you did it? We are going swimmingly. I've just detached the clutch master cylinder from the slave cylinder, which is down here. That's what's called, slave cylinder. I need to undo this and pretty much everything else that this is attached to. And yes, then we drain the oil, unhook that gear lever. That is take that out. Let's see. Drain the tranny fluid, which is manual gear oil. Drain the engine oil. Undo that. Unhook the drive shaft. Unhook the transmission mounts. And then the motor mounts, and this fucking thing is ready to come out.
A lot more to do.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, the only evidence I have is here. See that? That is ATF. I don't know of any other fluid that's red that, would be reasonably common. You want to know where that was? The transmission. They put ATF into a manual car. Somehow it shifted and moved under its own power. So maybe it's not the worst thing in the universe, but I don't know who was stupider. The freaking guy who put the ATF in here, or the guy who sold the guy who put the ATF in here.
Yeah.
Fuck. You join me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Why? Well, because, that's when we've decided to lift this, Miata's engine out of the, Miata's engine bay. Don't ask me why. I'm not the one who works the night shift. Nor is my night shifter brother home. But important things, that I've discovered. One is that, as near as I can figure, this side of this speedometer cable, not that side, but this side, this is what plugs into the transmission, is exactly the same as what came stock with my car. Great news is I can use my stock speedometer with this Miata setup, and that's fantastic. Thing number 2, into the darkness, with a key, which is already here. That's nice. And perhaps I should illuminate the situation. So we have this is Tomo's stock drive shaft, which I somewhat wish to use. And then this is the Miata's drive shaft. Now, I'm not going to uncover them right now. I suppose I could, but I won't. But they are more or less the same when they plug into the transmission. This is fantastic news because that means less fabrication for me. And it also means maybe I can swing using the drive shaft, the stock drive shaft, with either some or no, if I'm really, really lucky, no fabrication at all. We will see for sure. But yes, that is my wonderful discoveries, which make me feel very happy. Better take these keys. Because heaven forbid somebody tries to steal a car with no running gear. What is left to do here? Well, I need to get under the car and quit being a pussy and get under the car and unbolt the transmission from its medieval torture device of a transmission mount.
This is what.
Well, since you insisted, now we're finally ready to hoist this bastard out of here. Just mind this.
Yeah.
That is very close
That's
to the
gonna be
edge.
The big thing that I'm gonna worry about.
And then unbolt that, and we've already done the transmission, which is just kind of hanging out down there. Dog. We are pulling out at last at 4:40 in the morning, and we have a little bit of a problem with that getting caught there. And so Clay thought he could get away with just one ratchet strap, but turns out we need two after all. And just like that, we had our engine out. Oh boy, I think we can all go to bed now.
Yeah.
It's been 5 o'clock. Well done. Just
What are you doing?
Just
Get out of there. You better get out of there. You're gonna get squished.
poor dog. Yeah, don't have a dog hanging out when you're doing this. Let us push this vehicle out.